like Gilgamesh. Yes, my fashion sense. I mean, not many guys can pull off a that much gold in a necklace, but he manages to do it. Greetings, everyone. Welcome. This is Battery H, and we are back with more. This isn't Sparta. Oh my goodness, episode 6. We have 3 cities now. Welcome one and all. It's good to see you back. Well, let's get digging right back in. We've developed Eastern Orthodoxy, and I think one of the things we're going to have to do after we build our oracle is start getting some religious converts. We're working up an Acropolis already, which will be good for us as well. We're going to start looking for ways to spread culture and, more importantly, our religion and all that good stuff. We've come across 3 races so far, as you recall: Philip, the Gandhi and the Indians, and Qin Shi Huang for the Chinese. Okay, we've now advanced the mathematics and currency.
If it does not bring you happiness, will at least help you be miserable in comfort.
Miserable in comfort. That's exactly how I like to live my life. Okay, there's still a couple of Spain and China are ahead of us, just a touch. So we could use to get some celestial navigation would let us, is being recommended. Great lighthouse wonders. Ironworking may be the better choice, and perhaps, just perhaps, go on the offensive. Watermills and terracotta armies. That gives us must be built into engineering. Aqueduct engineering. Apprenticeship would let us build our industrial zones, and stirrups gives us the knight. I think we're going to go with ironworking so we can start getting our swordsmen and work them up a little bit. Choose production in Hipata. Here we are. We've got an Acropolis right here. So we could build an amphitheater, which will give us 2 more culture, a citizen slot, great writer points, and works towards great writer slots. Or 2 great writing slots and 1 point toward a great writing slot. Ancient walls might also come in handy if we decide to go on the offensive. But I think a monument to start building the culture bombs that we're going to need to deliver here. You know, before we do that, let's look at our victory conditions. So in the culture, we're in second place to China. Tourism per turn 11, culture per turn 5.1. We're generating more culture than they are tourism. And more tourism than they are culture. This is a good thing. Let's take a look here. So I'm laying odds that we have 8 domestic tourists. Okay, so let's maybe... Man, I'd really like to build that amphitheater. I think we're going to need a settler, though. Or not a settler, a builder to get things working around, and then we'll come back and get our amphitheater here. Okay, Apathia is our... Once we get another... Yeah, he's a great scientist. And we already have a library in that district, unfortunately. So we don't need to worry about him any longer, do we? Okay, here are these folks, and... start to move our folks around a little bit here. Looks like there's an inland sea here from the way things are. Okay, let's see. Where were we looking to settle this guy? I forgot. Because we've got chocolate there, we've got all kinds of good stuff floating around there. Yep, I think that's what we're gonna do. If the barbarian spearmen want to stand there across the river and get shot at, I'm all the more willing to let them take my arrows. They can fight in the shade. Yep, I said it. Oh, here they come. Oops. I think we did it to them. I feel so broken up by it. Okay, here's where I think we're going to find our city. And it's going to be kind of limited in growth, I fear, but we're going to have to farm the living daylights out of some of these stuff. Production is going to have to go to being a builder because we need to get these things underway right away. We'll probably clear out the rainforest here and use this for our campus area if it'll let us put it on the hills because it's nicely surrounded by mountains. Again, we're going to work on the warriors. Thank you for... Yes, I know. They've been an incredible nuisance to me. Iron mine. Do we have any iron? Do we have any iron mines nearby where we can put an iron mine? Do we have a city in range of iron is the question. I don't believe we do. Which kind of choose because I'd like to get an iron mine going. Our archer in Corinth and move along. What we need to start working on is our great... They came across again and did something silly and stupid. What we need to do is start working on getting those great culture points, and that's really what we want to do. I'm thinking that's kind of the way we want to take it. let the Chinese.
People who cannot find time for recreation are sooner or later to find time for illness.
Isn't that the truth? No one wants to be sick at this time of day. Production toward builders, yes. Production in all cities, great. Production towards settlers. I think we're going to get rid of the settlers, put that there, and start our great writer points. And keep up on our gold plan. Yes, let's keep the agenda policy set. We'll choose a new civic now. Divine right of the monarchy isn't going to happen until we get to civil service. That requires both defensive tactics and recorded history. Campus adjacency bonuses go double. Be the target of a declaration of war, build at least 2 campus districts. Okay, we can get started on that first and then worry about the campus districts later, right? Actually, you know what? Let's get the recorded history. Let's go halfway with it, then change to defensive tactics. Once we build our second campus district, then that will work for us. So we really can be working on 2 at one time, in essence. And production and Chronosos. Okay, rainforest, rainforest. We're going to get our amphitheater going. We can send an envoy. So let's take a look at our city-states. What do we have here? We need some culture work, which would be purple stuff, but okay, there's iron. So we would need to get a city over here somewhere. Not a lot of varied terrain over here, and unfortunately, I think that's going to get us into trouble. With our wonderful gentlemen friends, the Chinese. If we were to do that. Wiping out the scout, a little more culture, just a little more culture, and they're gonna that bugs me. That bugs me when the missionaries capture. I worked. You guys didn't do squat. Don't you hate it when that happens, folks? Let's get our promotion. +7 range strength versus land and naval units, so that would be a +12. That's good. That'll work. Oh, they moved away. They did not capture that. Barbarian camp, you are mine.
Everything has its limit. Iron ore cannot be educated into gold.
Okay, Sparta's gonna need more housing. That's okay too. Going mathematics route. Gonna go the mathematics route, folks. Oh, sorry this is taking so long-ish. There's tea up there. I need to get over this way. So I think we're gonna have to build some settlers soon. Barbarian encampment there that just became ours. That's nice to see. Another 50 gold. Always goes well in the pocket. Cleopatra.
Cleopatra hena henemeset ir. Iu ekshawu.
The living now. Well, that's nice. Please swing on by whenever you get a chance. Really, that's what we're looking for here. So great writers. We're a third of the way on our first great writer. Looks like Bahassa's going to be the one. Indian culture. Out of the classical era, no less. Great artist out of the Renaissance area, great artist out of the industrial area. Ooh. Now, how can I get that? I mean, I would love a little Beethoven. Yeah, way too much, and almost within reach. But we're doing pretty well there. Another great scientist work. So we need to get our science centers up and running. Let's see if old Trip on Me Spear has managed to survive. Okay, very good. And we'll just ride right over here. Oops. I believe that's the official word for it is oops, right? I meant a new civilization, the Cleopatra. The barbarians have been a nuisance. Thank you for your help. You know, we do what we can, young lady. We do what we can to keep the barbarians outside the gates. he is unfriendly, and I do not know why. Peacekeeper. I'm not a warmonger. Unfortunately, no. Oh my goodness, really? Can we make a deal? Can we trade? I don't know. And 8 gold a turn for 30 turns? No. He really wants money, doesn't he? Okay, well, let's see. Philip is neutral, counter-reformer. Wants cities to have the same religion. Does he have a religion? You receive the heretic. I mean, your trade delegations. The heretics. Thanks, Philip. I appreciate it because I do expect the Spanish Inquisition. Oh. A sinner and no friend of Spain. Well, can we make a deal maybe? They all want my money. No, never mind. Okay, he's founded Catholicism, but we're so close, my friend. Okay, changing production. How long would it be for us to get a settler? 45 turns. I need 2 population. Yeah, I can't do that yet. A builder would be nice. Let's get a watermill started. And I don't know. See, I like Toronto, and I've got to keep my, yeah, because the unique bonus. Industrial zone and entertainment complex districts reach 3 tiles further, which will come in handy, I think. We can build more entertainment as opposed to fewer theater district or entertainment complexes, more theater districts. Let's get that pasture up and running.
Gilgamesh Kiengi.
Gilgamesh and King of Uruk. You're good to my friends. I like Gilgamesh. Yes, my fashion sense. I mean, not many guys can pull off a that much gold in a necklace, but he manages to do it. Okay, so he's been a-sailing. Yes. Come on in. What could possibly go wrong? If only you could see my face, folks. If only you could see my face. Goodbye. So we met a new civilization. There we go. But I don't want to destroy. I don't want to get rid of them, unfortunately. I like them. Village. I like me the villages. Alright, let's go over there and grab that one and get a, yeah. Our scout's taking a beating. As the old saying goes, maybe it's time to scoot just a little bit. And is that a village? That's a village. I can go grab the village. Yes, we've worked on mercenaries and inspiration. Oh, look. Is that tobacco? Yeah, we definitely need to get a city over here on this side of the mountains. It's just going to be such a nightmare with all this jungle. This is obviously a very young world, and it did not have time to spread out much. Okay, so we've got ourselves a scout. A scout is here, okay. Okay, here we have new time for new trade. That would get us 6 gold and a faith. Take 14 turns. I think right now I think the best route is a food and a build in there. Now you notice we've already started to expand our, what is this? Oh, the goddess of it's our pantheon hasn't quite reached all of our cities yet. So now we've got 5 cities here. 5 cities. We're starting to grow quite nicely, I think. 4 cities. Yeah, we need to get a 5th one going here. I think that's going to be our next big sign of. So there's that. We've got Sparta. Gives us some more housing, which I think is one of the things we do need in Sparta, right? Let me double check here. Where's our Spartan trailer city stuff? We got 4 out of the 2 amenities we need. We've got 8 housing for 6 citizens. That gives our growth rate to normal. we're going to grow again in 3 turns. And in 8 turns, we're going to grab that tile as well. I think we'll go grab that wheat. Yeah, because in 1 turn we're going to be done with our oracle, and that will be awesome. Patronage of great people costs 25% less faith. District in the city produce 2 great persons for each of the districts. So we'll get great scientists faster. And, oh yeah. Oh, look at this. So he wants us to give him a coffee for open borders, 2 gold up front, and 3 gold for 30 turns. Down to something a little more. You know what? I forgot I can do this. Alright. I'll give him the gold. I'll give him the coffee because I like Gandhi. I like him. The man eats very little. And a small gift of papyrus. Yes, I would love to have your Egyptian delegation tromping through my city. Most assuredly.
If I sprang upon the swift ship in the form of a dolphin, pray to me as Apollo Delphinius. Also the altar itself shall be called Delphinius, and overlooked forever.
That is pretty right there, isn't it? I think that's pretty. That's a very nice thing to have.
If I were again beginning my studies, I would follow the advice of Plato and start with mathematics.
All right, new research time. Sparta needs to build a watermill. And then we will have construction finished right about the time they finish their watermill. So that will give us 2 of those at the same. Yeah, that's nice. I need to get another science district somewhere, and I need to find a spot to put one. And there's no place that... maybe here. Maybe here. Too much gold. Not enough gold in the treasury for that. Okay. Woohoo! Yes, we now have recorded history out.
History is the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon.
Not true. If you know any historians, that is so not true. Yeah, we don't agree on anything. think we're going to go back to additional production in all the cities, simply because we need to get more production out of everyone here, and it's time to choose another civic, defensive tactics, or military training. I think we're building an encampment, correct? If I'm not mistaken. That's going to be a watermelon 5 turns. I thought we were building an encampment. Apparently we're not. We've got to work our way towards divine right and get monarchy. I think that would be a good thing to have, just because it'll let us work some more stuff. Just a little bit longer, I think we're going to go today. Alright, he's got 1 build left. Yeah, 1 build left. I think we're going to wrap it up after this turn here. Build that mine, and that will give. Okay. It gives our growth in 6 turns, but that watermill should bump up in speed, right? Okay, that gives us 10 turns on the watermill. Alright, that's much better. That gives us what we need for that. Okay. And these guys. Okay, with that, I think we're going to call this a wrap. Thanks for watching, everybody. Well, we've met a couple of new civilizations. The players are starting to fill up on the board now, and anytime we're going to start working on the... We're picking up quite a bit of culture. Let's take a look where we are ranking-wise overall. We're now leading in culture, leading in science, leading for a domination victory, although we're really not going to worry about that. And a religious victory, we're in 4. The big key is we are producing 11 tourism per turn, 17.3 culture per turn. And we are starting to get more tourism than anyone else is producing in culture. We don't have anybody coming over yet. But we will. But we will. Okay, everybody. Hey, until I see you next time, have a great day. Happy history hunting.